As the plan says, we're going to go through the science, part of the science syllabus that we have worked on the classroom this year. And well, we try to do this as natural as possible, even though it's not a natural situation for anybody. But anyway, I hope you enjoy, okay? Well, for my class now, for all of you, have you connected to the microcine? We'll wait until you're connected. English doctors, okay? Alright, say this for all of you. Tell them you're all ready. Do you all have a computer or somebody close to you that is sharing the computer? You need to share with I'm coming to help you. Vali, are you going to share with Buddha? Try me. Okay. We do have here a series of animals that I'm going to show you. Okay, all of you looking at the environment. I'm going to show you all the series and then we'll go one by one and we'll see what we remember about what we learned about that animal and the animals belonging to that group. Okay? Here we have another one there. Okay. Start thinking about the names of the animals, the groups they belong to. Okay, and the characteristics of each of the groups. I'm going to go back to the beginning now, and this is when you will start participating, okay? Okay, there we go. What do we have here? What's the name of that animal? Philly. It's an orca, a whale. In general, the name is whale, okay? What can you say about the whales? What group do they belong to? Miley?
It's a mammal.
Mm-hmm.
In the water.
It lives in the water, yes. What else? There you go.
They have fins.
They do have fins that help them to. How do they live in the water? To swim, okay? Before, it is true that it is a mammal, but mammals belong to what group, Maya? Vertebrates. What does it mean that they are vertebrates? You can tell me. Ivan. A skeleton, an inner skeleton, okay? Made of what? Daddy? Of bones, okay? How do the bones help vertebrates, okay, in their body? What's the function of the bones in the body of the animals?
To protect the organs and to support the body.
Excellent. Protect the internal organs and support the body. Really? Excellent. It also helps the animals to move, okay? Now, Vali, what else about whales? Or the group, whatever you were going to say. How do whales breathe? For everybody, how do whales breathe? You? With gills? Do whales breathe through gills? Let's not get confused, Elena. With lungs, okay? Which animals breathe through gills? Fausto.
Amphibians.
Amphibians at what stage?
Frogs.
They are frogs when they have become frogs. Okay, done. Excellent, when they are tadpoles, okay? So let's go back to the whales now, and then we'll get to that group that we were talking about, okay? Anything else about the whales? Characteristics of their skin. We mentioned about the limbs, we say they move with fins. Sandy?
They give birth to their young.
Okay, they give birth to live young. If they give birth to live young, that is a very important characteristic of mammals. What is the name of the group of animals that give birth to live young? Viviparous, okay? Viviparous. Now, Violet.
The whale has bare skin.
Bare skin.
And it's carnivore.
And it's a carnivore, okay? Excellent. They have bare skin and they're carnivores. Let's move on to the next animal, okay? What are those? What do we have there? What's the name? Penguins. Excellent. What are penguins? Which group do they belong to?
Birds.
They are birds. What can you tell me about birds? Let's see. Sorry.
They live in the North Pole.
Penguins? And the other pole. Polar bears. Remember, polar bears live in the North Pole and penguins live in the South Pole. Okay, it's true. This is about penguins and about birds in general, because this is to represent the groups of birds. Kiddo. They breathe with lines. Yes, Ivan. Penguins are birds, but they cannot fly. Very interesting. Yes. Can you think of another animal that is a bird that cannot fly?
Yes.
No. Fausto? Which one? Roosters. Okay. Elena. Ostriches. They make at least funny things. They have to be yes. Okay, listen. I'll show you here on the board what you will be getting. Okay, this is a document you're going to get. Okay, we'll do it on the board so we'll move on faster. Okay? It's a word map to explain animal classification. Okay? Your job is to find the words that are missing there and to explain them. Okay? So can you think of words that we need to complete that map? What would be like the top word that explains everything that comes below? Gary? Next to invertebrates, yes? Okay, so let's get over. We're going to do initially on your computer. You've got you didn't get it, that's why we'll do it on the board. Because otherwise it will take too long. Okay? Well, I'm going to have to get in my chair because I'm a little bit. No. I'll do anything. Okay, so Gladys, you said that we have to write the word vertebrates there, so that's what we'll do. Okay, I know we just completed, this is the one. But if we have there vertebrates and invertebrates, what is the word above those two words? Delphine. Animals, okay, so we also have animals. So this is here. Yes. Can you speak English, please?
You write that
on the computer. Well, initially you were going to complete it there, and then we will do the feedback here. But because some of you don't have computers or haven't received it, we'll do it here. Okay? If you want, after we complete it here, the ones that have it open, you can complete it there. No problem. Okay? So the one on top, animals. What about the other words that are missing? Vale.
Vertebrates, reptiles, mammals.
Never mind. So Vale, I think we're about to start. I didn't hear. Vertebrates, yes.
Reptiles, and mammals.
So that is another group. Reptiles and Valentino said mammals also. I know them. And then Elena. Amphibians where? In the vertebrates group. Okay, so all together here. And the other group that we haven't talked about here today because it gets too long. Insects and what's the other group? Invertebrates we studied. Manuela. We studied insects, mollusks, and another group. Okay, that is like a snake but smaller. Worms. Okay, now another one. I think they're all there. Octopus. Well, which group do octopuses belong to? Yeah, they are invertebrates. But within the invertebrates group, okay? We didn't talk about any invertebrates today because, as I said, it would be too long. Okay? Now we would focus on the group of vertebrates, which is our topic today. Which of those animals we did not discuss because there was no picture of them? Think about that. We talked about mammals and about some of the others, but there was one we left out. Ivan. Amphibians. So let's talk a little bit about amphibians. What do you remember about this? And then we'll just move on. Daddy.
When there are little, they are called tadpoles.
Yes. And as they develop, they become understand.
When they are young, don't look
They don't look like the adult amphibian. That's true. How do they change, Maya?
they change by they transform by the metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis. Do you remember that word? What is the meaning of what happens during metamorphosis? Miley?
Changes.
It changes. Lots of changes. Yeah, evolution. Okay, they sort of evolve. And what happens to amphibians? What is this metamorphosis like? Okay, what changes? A very important changes then. Get up. Okay, they lose their tail. Okay, that's true. And they grow legs. Very well. Another important change, Elena.
When they are adults, and when they are adults,
Okay, they develop lungs. Okay, and they come out of the water. Okay. Now, we are talking about animals today. If we think of animals, apart from being either vertebrates or invertebrates, what do they also have in common? Okay, that we have studied. What do all animals have in common? Right.
what animals have in common?
Yes. How are they made up? What makes their bodies?
Cells.
Cells. Okay, we're all made of cells as all living beings. Okay, when we put cells together, what do we get?
Organs.
Before we get organs, the same cell. Billy. The right word. Tissues. Okay, tissues. And tissues put together form. Let's see, you want to have a participated not sure. Oh, you have all this set. That's it. Doctor? Organs make systems, okay? Just any organ together makes a system. Is it true that if we put two organs together, that'll make a system? Elena? They must have the same job, the same function in the body, okay? So that is what we will be talking about now, okay? System. Which systems have we studied this year so far? What do you remember? Which systems? Digestive system. Malik. Respiratory system. Excretory system. Maya. Circulatory system. Yellow nervous system. And once more. Manuela. One more. Excretory system. Musculoskeletal system. Okay? Yes. Can you speak English, please? I said, yeah, I will. Yeah, okay, so you just shut up for a while. Okay, you can use both hands or only one hand.
This is a liver.
A liver, excellent. Go. Is the name of this if he doesn't remember it, okay? System. Okay, let's talk a little bit about that system. Circulatory system. Okay, so what do you remember about the circulatory system? Do.
Blood vessel is veins, capillaries, and arteries.
There are three kinds of ducts. Okay, capillaries, arteries, and veins. And what else is part of the circulatory system? The heart. Okay? The heart. Can you show me here something that has to do with circulatory system? The veins or the arteries or whatever you want to show. Yes? Yes? We can't see capillaries right here, okay? Because they are at the end. That would be considered the red and the brain parts. Okay? Thank you. Anything else that we could mention here? No, let's use the organs because there's not much to say. You'll say more when we get the organs, okay? So, once we have organs,
seen that. Lots of sophisticated, specific vocabulary in another language, which makes it double difficult. And everybody has participated. And we have international students. We have, for example, our dear Valentino, who's been here for just 4 weeks, and he's following the class as anyone else, which is really excellent for him, for the kids, and for the teacher. And this is an environment totally in English all the time. So thank you again for coming. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you, Eliana, and the kids again.